on YouTube. Welcome back to the Dogman Devo YouTube channel. My name is Chase Evans with Garner Creek Kennels out of Beebe, Arkansas. I've got a guest with me today. This is Pastor Calvin Barnes with New Life Church out of Beebe. And his puppy Rev with us today. He's sniffing around. Rev is a 4-month-old puppy out of breeding out of one of our client dogs. And he's going to be coming and training here in a couple of months. But with puppies and everything, we decided we might talk a little bit about purpose today. I've got a scripture out of Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him. So when I got to thinking about this, I was watching some other videos and just doing a little bit of thinking. With these little puppies, they're brought up with a purpose just like we are. These high-bred working dogs have to have a purpose in life. And us as trainers, our job is to bring that purpose out and show them what it is. If you don't do that, then as everybody that's been in the dog world long enough knows, you've got a destructive house dog, and that's no good. And we have to do the same thing in our lives. We are, like it says here, all things were created through him and for him. So we're created through God and for God. We have to rely on God and embrace God, trust him. Like these little puppies have to embrace us and trust us, build confidence, so they can go out in the world and do what their purpose is. And that's really all I've got to say about it.
That's great. But now, I totally agree with you. I thought as we were talking about this, I thought about Romans 8:28. It says, all things work together for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. And, you know, we're out here training these dogs, and sometimes they don't realize that what seems really tough to them is their training, so that the retrieves and everything else become easy and become second nature, and they can handle more. As they handle a little bit, they can handle more, and they grow and they get better. And I think it's like that with us in our lives. We go through things, and what it is it's the Lord building our faith through those things, if we can learn to trust him, because we're called according to his purpose, because we were created for his purpose. Just like these dogs were created and bred to hunt and retrieve, we're created for the glory of God and his purposes in the earth and in our lives. And so I love that we can come out here, we can train these dogs, and we can see that really so clearly, that if we'll embrace the training that the Lord's trying to give us, which is not always fun, right? Like, we don't like going through things and having to learn. But the sooner we learn, the sooner we can move on to the next thing, just like with the dogs. And it's because the Lord does have a purpose for us, because he created us for his purpose.
Yeah. That brought an analogy to my mind just now. Today, we're out here training with Rev's mama, a dog named Sasha. And she's one of the most trainable dogs I've ever put hands on. But we're doing poison birds out here. And I've talked a little bit about poison birds in a different video. But for those who haven't seen that and don't know, a poison bird is you throw a mark out in the field, and then you know off of it and run a blind retrieve. A blind is a bird a dog didn't see fall. And so Sasha watches the bird fall, and she wants that bird really bad. She's a great marking dog, lots of drive, and she knows her purpose really well. But it's no fun for her to turn that off and listen to me and run that poison bird blind. But this week we've worked on that every day, and she's gotten better and better and better until today she 1 or 2 whistled every blind and nailed every mark. She figured out to go through this training all week long. Now I can do it, I know it, and I can go do the fun stuff what I want to do. But is there anything? That's all I got. You got
I think
anything
that's
else,
great.
Calvin?
I think that's great.
Rev's wanted off from us. So.
Well, the point is for the dog to always listen to you.
Come here, Rev. Hey. Hey, listen to me. Good boy. All right. I think that'll do.
Mm-hmm.